How many rooms does your studio apartment have? What if you could transform your space at the touch of a button? What if you could create a room on demand? From the pioneer of robotic interiors comes the Ori Studio Suite, a dynamic and responsive furniture system that reimagines the way we live in our spaces. Using the power of robotics, the Ori Studio Suite multiplies the efficiency and livability of your square footage by magically revealing space, adding ample storage, and replacing traditional static and unresponsive furniture. You can control the Ori Studio Suite in 3 easy ways. It adapts to your needs with the touch of a button on the Ori Square interface, through a tap of the digital remote in the Ori app, and even through voice activation with Google Home or Amazon Alexa devices.
Hey Alexa, can you ask Ori to make the bed?
Okay.
Each Ori Studio Suite system has passed strict safety standards, and its obstacle protection feature automatically stops movement when it feels an object in the way that exerts more than 20 pounds of force.
Or just 2 fingers.
And in the rare case of a loss of power, the Ori Studio Suite will automatically switch to manual mode, allowing you to easily and temporarily move the system by hand, then reset automation when power is restored. Our trained installers can easily assemble the Ori Studio Suite on-site in a few hours. The system itself isn't permanently attached to the apartment. It's simply plugged into a conventional outlet, and the guide track is taped to the floor. The Ori Studio Suite comes in full or queen size, and dark or light color to best complement your needs, your space, and your design. From wake up to workout to winding down after a long day, reimagine your space with Ori. Find out how you can live with an Ori Studio Suite today and embrace the future.
My name is Matt Wildrick. I live in West Half in the Navy Yard in Washington, D.C., and I have an Ori pocket studio. So when I was looking for an apartment in D.C., I realized I have a budget and I could pretty much only afford a studio. From my experience in living in a 2-bed, 2-bath, when I cook, all the smells from cooking would get into the couch, and I realized, if I move into a studio, I don't want to be wrapped up in my sheets in my bed smelling like a taco. I saw West Half's website, and I saw that they have something called an Ori Pocket Studio, and they had a video that showed how it worked, and I thought, this is the future. Is you're basically getting a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. I can separate the space, my bedroom space, completely from my entertaining space, and I can choose when to make this space my bedroom or my living room. One of my favorite things is I've set it up with some smart lighting, so I can say, Alexa, turn on all lights, and the lights in many areas will come on. I'm kind of a blossoming audiophile. I know enough to put together a pretty decent system. One of the coolest things that helps with acoustics, of course, is moving the speakers back and forth with the Ori. So I can play music, and I can move the Ori as I wish, back and forth, to change how close the speakers are to the listening position on the couch. Open up, and I have tons of closet space for my clothes. And open over here, even more closet space for jackets or backpacks. I even have my suit, room to have a little suitcase in there. I have tons of hats. It's crazy. I wanted it right. I did all the measurements. I made sure I got a mattress that was just big enough to fit right in here, because I wanted to be as high off the ground as I possibly could. And there are units that are just like this, perhaps even next to us, that don't have an Ori in them, and you just kind of see how small the space really becomes. The space becomes smaller without an Ori.